to factorize an expression like this one, we start by trying to find the biggest number that will divide into both 10 and 35 without leaving any remainder or any decimals. So, in other words, the biggest factor that both 10 and 35 have. In this case, the biggest number that will go into both of these is the number 5. So we start by writing that down, and then we open up a bracket. Remember that factorizing basically means rewrite this expression, but with a bracket instead. So we found the highest number that will go into them both, the number 5. What we're now going to do is divide both of these terms by 5. So 10x divided by 5 is just 2x. And then 35 divided by 5 is 7. And there we go, we're done. This is now the original expression, but factorized. Because factorizing uses division rather than multiplication, and because people are usually less confident with division than they are with multiplication, often people do find it more difficult to factorize than they do to expand brackets. One of the biggest problems people have is, what if I can't find the biggest number that go into both of these? Rather than worrying about that, just try to find any number that will divide into both of them. So these are both even, so the number 2 is going to divide into both of these. So we can write that down instead. And then put our bracket in place, divide both terms by 2. 8y divided by 2 is 4y, and negative 24 divided by 2 is negative 12. Then once you've done that, take a look at what's still inside the brackets and ask yourself, is there another number that can divide into both 4 and 12? Well, in this case, again, the number 2 will divide into 4 and the number 2 will divide into 12. So take that number and multiply it by the one you already have outside the brackets. 2 times 2 is 4. And then just like before, divide both these terms by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2y, and 12 divided by 2 is 6. Now again, before you finish, just check the expression inside the brackets. Is there another number that can divide into both 2 and 6? Well, again, the number 2 divides into both of these. So take the number outside of the brackets, multiply it by 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Divide both terms by 2. 2y divided by 2 is just y, is 1y, and negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. So now, is there anything that can divide into 1 and 3? No, we are now completely finished. This is the exact same process that we use for simplifying fractions. And the number we have outside here, this 8 is the highest common factor of 8 and 24. Once we have the highest common factor on the outside of the brackets, we will have fully factorized the original expression.